is May 7, 2025. It is time to do a walkabout of my property. Winter is long gone. This is mainly for my benefit, but you can come along too if you want. The young leaves are so pretty down my lane and the birds twittering in the background. I just love my place. I have to tell an incredible story. A couple days ago, I went into my garden area to start weeding, and I got the scare of my life, but it was a very pleasant scare. A peacock was in my yard. Like, what? I've never seen that before. So I put it on Facebook saying, hey, somebody's pet peacock is loose. They're in my yard. Come and get them. And then I heard responses that said, oh, they've been around in your neighborhood for 5 years. So that's what the funny squawking in the woods is. I hear them, but this is the first time that I have ever seen this peacock, and his name is Creston, apparently. I really wish he would come visit us more. He is absolutely gorgeous and quite the friendly guy. The robins are very active with their young, gathering worms. We got lots of worms for them here. My pond is full and overflowing down the stream. And oh, how I love my arbor and the deer fence. For once, this is the first year that we do not have to stress about deer. So, and it's obviously a very gorgeous time of year. I just love the daffodils and the tulips blooming together. So I just transplanted, well, this area was a big mess of a strawberry patch. So I gave probably 100 strawberries away, like plants, and then I transplanted a ton of them. So here's one little strawberry bed, and then this is broccoli. We have a friend that gave us some broccoli and eggplant and tomatoes. So I planted that, and then I've also planted some cucumbers. I grew, for the first time, I started seeds in toilet paper rolls. And it seemed to work really well. So I've planted my cucumbers by the trees. I want them to climb up my trees instead of sprawling on the ground. So we'll see how that works. I'm quite disappointed. I don't have as much asparagus as I thought I would, because I have a lot of plants. And either they're slow coming this year, or the winter killed them off. I don't know. We had a really cold winter, so that may have done it, but man, I don't have hardly any asparagus. I do have these, but they're so spindly. They're the Martha Washington, so they're the purple ones, but I maybe can eat that one. But I am so pleased to report that all my fruit trees lived. The espalier ones are apple trees, and that's a sour cherry, my nectarine, and my Italian plum. Oh, one thing I have to tell you is that I got scoffed and chided and ridiculed for not putting straw on my garlic. But look, it is thriving. It is growing beautifully without straw covering. And like I said, we had a really cold winter. I'm still into sifting dirt. It's my constant project, and I've got a load to go. And lots of dandelions around, but we don't mind too much. Mom eats them, and she's trying to get me to eat them too. They're supposed to be healthy. My brother got a bunch of grape cuttings, so I dug out this area really well and stuck them in here, and it looks like it might work. I didn't do anything fancy except stick them in the ground, but they are leafing out. So that's very exciting. I'll let you know how that goes. Now onto my raised beds. Love my raised beds. I planted more strawberries in this one. And then there is kale, arugula, and romaine lettuce planted in there. And we'll go on to this one, is where our friends gave us tomatoes. I think we have like 7 or 8 different varieties of tomatoes and some eggplant and a little pepper plant. And then this last raised bed has radish, potato, and peas. Just love our rustic raised beds. Okay, so now I need to show you what happened to my logs. Normally they have all fallen in, but the twine held it mostly. And so I have a little bit of repair once the water goes away. But it could have been a lot worse. They're hanging on for dear life, but I need to secure them better, obviously. But I am pleased with how the twine held up the other ones. So there's my garden in a nutshell. Now let's go to the other garden area that I have. This is the garden by the RV and our cold storage shed. The wall fell down here through the winter, but I was easily able to repair it. And now it's all nice again. I added some more soil to the top two beds. I planted a strawberry patch up here as well. Like I said, I had tons of strawberries. I did that yesterday, and of course the deer found it and ate them. So I will have to cover them. I also planted garlic up here, and my mom put straw in this patch, but they're not growing near as well as the ones down there. But of course it could be because it is shadier here. Lastly, we'll go look at my mom's garden patch, her very own. I don't touch it at all. And we'll see what the pond's doing as well. I've only had one small mushroom this year that I didn't even bother to pick, the blue oyster. So I'm wondering if they're on their way out, which would be really sad. So there's her potato patch. And she also planted winter squash buttercup in there. So this is her pride and joy. Oh, I see she's planted peas as well. That's great. This is the first year that we've growing peas. Her apple tree is alive. That's good. And our beautiful pond. The skunk cabbage are just ending. But it is so special. And we love our new neighbors. Such complete opposite of who was there before. But what a serene, beautiful place this is. We had a muskrat in the pond by my gardens, and Mom named him Elon, but he didn't last too long. I don't know what happened to him, but anyway, he's not there, so that's kind of good. I mean, he's kind of fun to watch, but they can do damage. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will catch you again in a few weeks, and we'll see how things have grown and changed.